Good Monday to you. It is the 20th of April, and I am in the packet. We're going to look at language, and it says right here at the top, more combining of sentences. Remember, we learned the other day that when you combine two short sentences to make one bigger sentence, it's a very grown-up way of writing. It's more mature. It makes your writing sound better. It's easier to read. It's more interesting to read. So that's what we're going to learn how to do today. Let me read the directions to you. You can combine two sentences that tell about the same subject. The words in the predicate part are different can be joined with and to make one sentence. And then they give you some examples. Ted likes spelling. Ted likes reading. Now you could write it that way, but it sounds so much better if you say Ted likes spelling and reading. Okay, so we're going to learn how to combine our sentences so that they are more interesting to read. Okay? Draw a line between the subject part and the predicate part. Circle the words that are different that could be joined with and. Okay, here we go. Mr. Turner goes to Peru. Now, what does Mr. Turner do? Goes. So goes is the first part of our predicate. We're going to put a line right in front of the word goes. Let's see if you can see that. Okay, there's that line, vertical line in front of the word goes. And we're going to do the same with the sentence down below. Mr. Turner goes to Brazil. So our first sentence was Mr. Turner goes to Peru, and now we got Mr. Turner goes to Brazil. And you've got a line in front of goes in both situations. Then it says, circle the words that are different that could be joined with and. So the words that should be circled that are different should be goes to Peru and goes to Brazil. So yours should look like that. Okay, and these are the words that, so we could say Mr. Turner goes to Peru and to Brazil. That's a very nice sentence. And let's move down to sentence number 2. He builds a church. Now, what does he do? Builds. And they're going to put a dividing line in front of builds in the first sentence and the second sentence. He builds a church. He builds a home. Okay. Circle the word builds a church. That's one thing he could build. He could also build a home. But if we were going to make one really nice sentence, it would be he builds a church and a home. Move down to number 3. The church walls are hard. Okay? Our predicate starts with the word are. Remember, that's our linking verb. So put a vertical line in front of the word are. Can you see mine right there? Okay. And also do the same at the bottom sentence. And then circle are hard, are thick. So a really good sentence could say, the church walls are hard and thick. Okay. And you can see in the picture, it looks like there is some mission work going on where they are building a church, perhaps in Peru, perhaps in Brazil. But they're building a church, and they're making the walls so that they are hard and they're thick. And maybe the pastor will live in this same church. That's kind of what it sounds like to me. Okay, so let's move down to number 4. Circle the words that are different that could be joined together, and use the word and to make one sentence. Now, this is where you'll probably have to pause me while you do your writing. The people helped Mr. Turner. The people helped their church. But what you're going to write is what? Can you tell me? Oh, I hear some of you have that right. Good for you. Good. All right. All right, most of you have that. The people helped Mr. Turner and their church. Don't use the word help 2 times, okay? The people helped Mr. Turner and their church. Now remember, when you write that, you need to spell your words correctly because they're right there for you to see. Remember, you have a capital letter at the beginning of your sentence, and you have a period at the end of your sentence. Okay? Let's then look down to number 5. Children come to Sunday school. Children come to church. We're going to combine the last parts of our sentence with and. So our sentence should read, children come to Sunday school and church. Or you could actually put, children come to Sunday school and to church, either one. Be sure you start with a capital letter. Be sure you have a period at the end of your sentence. Whenever we write, whether it's you writing or me writing or mommy and daddy writing, whenever you write, you try to make a variety of sentence lengths. In other words, you shouldn't have a whole bunch of little short sentences. You should be learning how to combine sentences so that it's a nicer to read kind of sentence. And yet, many times what I've noticed with second graders is they don't always know when to stop their sentence, and their sentence just goes on and on and on and on. That's also not a good idea. So we need to pay attention to sentence length. And as you grow older, you'll learn a little bit more about how to do that accurately. Sometimes if you just keep adding more ands, you end up with a sentence that maybe is 4 lines long, and it's really hard to understand it all. So we want to be sure that we have some short sentences, but we also have some combined longer sentences. All right, let's look at the next page. Number 6 looks like something you're going to do on your own. Your teacher will read 2 sentences. Write 1 sentence that joins the 2 with and. Okay, let me think about that. Amy likes puppies. Amy likes kitties. How can I combine those 2 sentences to make one really good sentence? I'll let you do that. Amy likes puppies. Amy likes kitties. Okay? You write 1 sentence about Amy. Start with a capital letter, end with a period. Now you might have to come back to that because I'm going to go on. Okay? Number 7, draw a line between the subject part and the predicate part and circle the words that are different, just like we did on the first. Corey likes baseball. Corey likes soccer. Okay? Our verb is what Corey does. Okay? He likes, so you put your dividing line in front of likes. And you circle likes baseball, likes soccer. So our more mature sentence could say, Corey likes baseball and soccer. Okay? Move down to number 8. The horse jumped over a log. The horse jumped over a rock. Wow, this is quite the horse, isn't it? All right, so what did the horse do? He jumped. So put your dividing line in front of jumped. And circle jumped over a log, and circle jumped over a rock. So yours should look like that. Okay, did you get it? Good. Let's move down to number 9. Circle the words that are different that could be joined. Use the word and to make one beautiful sentence. Number 9. The dog barked at the man. The dog barked at the woman. And what's your sentence going to say? You got it. That's exactly right. And you remembered your capital letter? Good for you. And you remembered your period? Awesome. Let's move down to number 10. The mouse saw a dog. the mouse saw a bird. Combine those two sentences with and. Don't forget your capital letter. Don't forget your period. All right, let's look at number 11. Draw a line between the subject part and the predicate part. Underline the subjects and join them with and to make one sentence. Okay, so now they're kind of reminding you of what we did last week when we combined our subjects. Today we combined our predicates, but last week we combined our subjects. So let's see what they said to do. First of all, they said to put a dividing line. So, Joey ate cake. What did Joey do? He ate. So put a dividing line in front of the word ate. And do the same thing with May. And that means a girl. It's like a girl's name, May, not the month of May. Because the month of May can't eat cake, right? Okay, you understood that. Okay, here we go. So it says, underline the subjects and join them with and. So here we go. Joey and May ate cake. Is that what you were going to write? Good. Remember, Joey has a capital letter because it's a boy's name. It's actually Bentley's brother's name. And it's also the beginning of a sentence, so it has a capital letter. And then May has a capital letter because that's a girl's name. And it has a period at the end because it's just telling us something. Joey and May ate cake, period. Okay. Now I'll give you some time to kind of fix up what we were rushing kind of through. But I'll give you some time to fix up the front and the back. Be sure you've got it all. Be sure you got your name on your paper because that's a good habit to get into. So your name right up there. That would be awesome possum. And I think we're good. All right. That's the end of our language for this day. Check. See you later.